You're a high-performing founder, constantly juggling investor pitches, product launches, and a never-ending stream of critical decisions. Your inbox is overflowing, your calendar is packed, and you're feeling the pressure to not just keep up, but to innovate. You're likely battling decision fatigue, that constant feeling of cognitive overload, which is a never-ending catching up. I'm Dr. J, specializing in cognitive optimization for leaders like you. I've helped CEOs and founders get unstuck, making those critical decisions that are often hiding in plain sight, like a car with its wheels spinning, yet going nowhere. And what I've found is that the strategies used to build the most advanced AI systems can actually be applied to your brain. This video reveals how DeepSeek R1, a groundbreaking AI from China, revolutionized reasoning, and how you can apply its principles for cognitive enhancement. I have seen brilliant minds crippled by cognitive overload and constant task switching. It doesn't have to be this way. There is a better way to work, think, and live. We will explore DeepSeek R1's focus on reasoning, not just pattern recognition, and I will give you practical techniques to manage information overload, make better decisions, and unlock your peak mental performance. Ready to stop coping with overload and start optimizing your brain reasoning? As a high-performing executive, you're bombarded with information, emails, reports, meetings. Like an early AI model, your brain excels at pattern recognition, quickly scanning emails, identifying key issues, and making snap judgments. You are a master of reacting on autopilot. But autopilot, while efficient, isn't reasoning. Pre-DeepSeek R1 AI, like you, processing hundreds of emails, could identify patterns, but couldn't understand meaning or connect the dots insightfully. Constant autopilot and cognitive overload limit your brain's working memory. You are reacting, not reasoning. The brain AI analogy is key. Like those early AI models, you need a shift. Pattern recognition to reasoning. Reclaim cognitive capacity. Work smarter, not harder, right? Move beyond reaction and start reasoning. What does AI reasoning mean, and what can you learn from it? Let's explore DeepSeek's fundamental shift. We know overloaded brains and early AI models use pattern recognition, which is a cognitive autopilot. But what happens with unfamiliar situations requiring novel decisions, complex problem solving, or strategic thinking? Pattern recognition fails short. True reasoning is required. Your biggest executive challenges? Not just processing information, but analyzing complex situations, weighing priorities, anticipating consequences, and making decisions with incomplete data. That requires reasoning, understanding the why, connecting the dots, and developing solutions beyond pattern recognition. AI faced the same need to evolve and tackle complex problems. It needed reasoning. DeepSeek focused on this. The future, both for AI and human performance, depends on reasoning. Scaling up pattern recognition wasn't enough. They needed something different, an AI that could think and reason. How did DeepSeek engineer AI reasoning? What was their breakthrough, and how can you apply these principles? Let's explore DeepSeek's journey. DeepSeek's path to reasoning AI required a fundamental shift, building reinforcement learning from the ground up, not just tweaking existing algorithms. Reinforcement learning is learning by doing, like teaching a new trick to a dog. Commands, rewards, connections. The dog learns to associate actions with rewards, reasoning its way to success. DeepSeek applied this on a vastly more complex scale, creating a virtual environment for the AI to experiment with reasoning, receiving feedback, and learning through trial and error. The tricks intricate logical puzzles, nuanced language, and high-stakes decision. Embracing reinforcement learning was crucial, laying the foundation for DeepSeek R1's thinking, moving beyond pattern recognition to understanding. A messy, iterative process, but commitment to learning by doing led to their success. Taking that first uncertain step is essential for unlocking your cognitive potential. You can apply this trial and error learning and refinement to your own cognitive development. Let's explore reasoning your way out of a cognitive overload. DeepSeek's reinforcement learning journey wasn't straightforward. It was constant exploration, iteration, and refinement. They designed a virtual environment, defined rewards, and analyzed performance. This search involved trying different approaches, identifying successes and failures, and adapting. The search meant countless failures, illogical decisions, loops, or reward exploitation without true problem solving. Like an AI learning a computer game, it might find a way to score a high score, but not necessarily win. These weren't setbacks, but data, revealing reasoning flaws, training biases, or initial limitations. You will face similar challenges experimenting with cognitive strategies. A new time management technique might disrupt flow, meditation might be difficult, or a learning strategy might feel ineffective. These are data, not failures. DeepSeek's success and yours hinges on responding to challenges. Engineers analyzed failures, identified root causes, and adjusted training. Each mistake was a learning opportunity. You must do the same. When a cognitive strategy fails, don't give up. Analyze what went wrong, technique flaws, incorrect application, or external factors. Iterative refinement is the engine of cognitive growth, embracing the search and learning from mistakes. What specific insights did DeepSeek uncover? How can these help your high-pressure decisions? Let's examine reasoning layers. After countless iterations, DeepSeek discovered true reasoning required more than data or processing power. It demanded a fundamental architectural change. Reasoning layers, dedicated components for logical inference, causal reasoning, and multi-step problem solving, like your brain's specialized regions for vision, language, and emotions. You have areas for high-level thinking, decision-making, and planning, and most of all, reasoning. These integrate, analyze, and draw conclusions. Pre-reasoning layers DeepSeek's AI lacked these functions. It could process, but not truly think. Reasoning layers were a game changer. DeepSeek R1 could now solve previously impossible problems, explain its reasoning, and adapt. It was like an awakening. And defined for you, cultivate your own reasoning layers. Step back, analyze your thoughts, and make deliberate, reasoned decisions. Not just habitual ones. This unlocks your cognitive potential and breaks free of overload. This milestone revealed new challenges. Reasoning layers alone aren't enough. Effective use is key. Let's explore DeepSeek's prize for mastery. DeepSeek R1's reasoning wasn't magic. It was relentless refinement. Reasoning layers were just the start. The AI had to learn their use, a significant investment. DeepSeek's engineers faced a grind, new training, massive datasets, constant monitoring, painstaking, resource-intensive, demanding dedication. Your cognitive mastery journey is similar, demanding consistent effort, reflection, time, patience with setbacks, and pushing your comfort zone. No quick hack, but a fundamental change in processing information and making decisions. DeepSeek knew true reasoning demanded sustained investment. You need that mindset. Cognitive mastery is a process. Embrace challenges. Learn from every setback. Apply new strategies consistently. Small daily changes like 5-minute AI-assisted morning reflection, 10-minute strategic research with deep research, breaking down complex problems. These compound over time, yielding clarity, sharper decisions, and cognitive control. Ready for cognitive growth? Let's translate this into daily actions and a sustainable system for optimized thinking. DeepSeek R1's reasoning was built for real-world impact. Your cognitive upgrades must translate into tangible daily routine changes, impacting work, relationships, everything. Integration isn't flawless. Unexpected situations will test you. Old habits resurface under pressure. Distractions and crises threaten overload. This isn't instant perfection. It's about cognitive resilience. Resilient cognition requires new habits and daily practices. Like DeepSeek R1's larger systems, create a supportive structure, like a morning routine with 5 minutes of AI-assisted reflective daily planning to identify your goals for the day. The deep research, which can be used to quickly find potential solutions to your important tasks and big problems. Information filtering, like strict rules for managing email and notifications, batching communication, initial sweep with an AI agent to notify you of the most important emails, while the rest is muted. Get rid of all the buzzing and beeping. You also need a decision-making framework, a simple, repeatable process for prioritizing tasks to avoid task switching. For example, Eisenhower matrix. You should also consider mindful short breaks throughout the day, like a 5-minute walk every hour or a 15-minute stretch once a day in the evening. Find your rhythm, find something that you can do, but at the same time, find time to reflect on your life with AI, even using voice. If you do, consider evening daily review, journaling, and systems improvement. Review your life. Build a new normal where optimized thinking is the default. This structured approach transforms your daily routine, mirroring DeepSeek's impact. Not a one-time fix, but ongoing growth. Let's examine the long-term change. We've explored DeepSeek's reasoning journey and your cognitive transformational potential. This is a fundamental change in engagement, operation, and thought, embracing the age of reasoning. Challenges will continue. New technologies, more information, greater cognitive demands, but your new approach lets you navigate chaos with intention, clarity, and reason. Not just coping, but thriving, thanks to your upgraded cognitive system. The ultimate payoff? Moving from cognitive overload to empowered, reasoned action. Control your mind, optimize resources, and reach your potential professionally and personally. A reasoning engine like DeepSeek R1, amplified by human intuition, creativity, and empathy. It's about being present, engaged, and fulfilled. A life of purpose, not inbox demands. This is the future of work, leadership, and you. Ready for the age of reasoning? Here is how to start. That feeling of transforming from a cluttered mind to a focused reasoning engine. That's the power you can unlock by applying these AI-inspired strategies. We are just scratching the surface of cognitive optimization, and I'll be sharing more cutting-edge techniques and insights to help you stay ahead of the curve. So if you are ready to take control of your cognitive future and join a community of high achievers committed to continuous growth, subscribe now and let's begin this journey together.